So who are you going to trust? Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders. And they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, the entire Christian world, and weary themselves to commit iniquity. And he's wearied with your words when you say, once saved, always saved, no matter how you misbehave. Burden of the Lord, burden of the Lord. His ways are not equal. Your ways are not equal. When you say nobody can keep the Ten Commandments, you blaspheme the Holy Spirit. You blaspheme his holy name. You say things like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but you can't keep 10 simple commandments. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit, they refuse to know me, saith Jehovah. You refuse to know him, because you'll never know him unless you keep the 10 Commandments, including the seventh-day Sabbath from dawn to dawn. How could you possibly know him without the Holy Spirit of truth given to them that obey God? Acts 5:32, and right out of the Messiah's lips. His name is Joshua in English. In John 14:15 through 26, if you love me, keep my commandments. Do you love him? Keep his commandments. Otherwise, you will not receive the second comforter, the Holy Spirit of truth. He and his Father will not make their abode with you, and they will not lead you into all things that have been written and spoken by the Messiah. That's the promise you walk away from because of your own disobedience. You may have been called, but you have not made your calling and election sure. And if you're not keeping the 10 Commandments, including the seventh-day Sabbath from dawn to dawn, every moment you live outside of covenant, you're doing despite the Spirit of grace written about in Hebrews 10:29. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Jehovah of hosts, behold, I will melt them and try them. For how shall I do for the daughter of my people? Why doesn't that scare you? Why don't you fear God? The fear of God is to keep his 10 Commandments. Why don't you love him? The love of God is to keep his 10 Commandments. It is written. These are not suggestions. This is not my opinion. Their tongue is as an arrow shot out. It speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but in heart he layeth his weight. Everybody's telling everybody what they want to hear, but no one's telling the truth. The truth is you must keep the 10 Commandments, and you must eat clean according to the covenants of promise, and then you must warn others. Because Yeshua Messiah says, what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. And watching doesn't mean to be looking for a pre-trib rapture or at the heavenly signs. No. Watching means to fulfill the royal law. It means to be obedient to God. And it means to warn others of judgment that begins at the house of God. That's what watching means. Shall I not visit them for these things, saith Jehovah? This is not a good visitation, people.